This video is an introduction to remittance processing. The remittance processing form has been redesigned to make it easier to balance a pool. The remittance status has been expanded to provide additional information on the pool's progress. Old SBO only had 5 values, 0 to 4, with the goal to get the pool to a level 3 status ready to post. The SBO.net has 8 status codes to provide a more granular level of information regarding loan level problems. For example, a remittance status of 2 indicates there are non-overridable loan level errors. A remittance status of 3 indicates that there are still loan level errors, but the ones remaining are all overridable. The goal in SBO.net is to progress the pool to a remittance status of 7 or higher, which are all valid statuses for the pool to be postable. The remittance status has been expanded to provide additional information on the pool's progress. Old SBO only had 4 values, 0 for remittance has not been calculated, 1 for loan level problems encountered during the calculation, 2 for pool totals out of balance, 3 pool can be posted, and 4 request to post the pool. The SBO.net status provides more information regarding loan level problems. There are now 8 possible status codes. 2 is for non-overridable loan level error, and 3 is for overridable loan level errors. The Calculate box has been replaced with a Calculate button. Calculation is triggered by either left-clicking on the box or hitting the Alt button and then hitting the 1. In fact, all of the buttons at the bottom of the screen can be triggered that way. Notice that a progress box appears while the pool is being calculated. The Remittance Posting Indicator has been replaced with a Posting Options group box. This box has 2 options. The first is the Override Tolerances option. Use this feature when the remittance status is at a 3, overridable errors found. Once checked, SBO will calculate the pool using the override tolerances instead of the standard tolerances. Only users granted access are able to use this feature. The second option is the Prepare to Post option. This box must be checked before posting the pool. This step is intentional to prevent users from accidentally clicking the Post button and posting the pool inadvertently. The pool can be posted if the status is 7 or higher. To post the pool, click on the Post button. It is no longer necessary to leave the form and run the posting program. The remaining buttons at the bottom of the screen replace the other functions triggered by pressing a function key in specific fields in old SBO. The Curtailment button generates curtailments for actual pools when the interest reported is within a penny of calculated interest and the reporting ending balance is less than what SBO calculated. The Update P&I button analyzes each loan with a beginning scheduled payment constant variance. SBO will update the payment history table to match what was reported if the following conditions are true. The scheduled payment due date falls on a valid payment change date. There is a rate change record for the scheduled payment due date. The rate on the rate history record matches the reported beginning note rate. The recalculated expected payment is within tolerances of the reported payment. The button also inserts a new payment history record if the servicer changed the payment constant because the loan reached its maximum negative amortization balance. The Recon Report button generates both a text and a CSV Servicer Remittance Reconciliation report. In old SBO, this was a separate menu option. The output is Report 7280 and it is placed in the user's on-demand folder. The Reported Total button resummarizes the loan level reported data and replaces the values in the reported column on this screen. Unlike old SBO, where you would need to press F9 in the reported interest field to reload your tape totals, SBO.net will automatically update the totals when reported loan level data is manually changed in the form. The only time you would use this button is if the loan level data is changed outside of the application, or if the totals were manually changed and you want to put them back to their original amounts. The Adjust UPB button creates loan adjustments to bring the loan's ending calculated balances in line with what was reported. The Adjust Charge Interest button creates interest charge adjustments to bring the calculated ending charged interest amount in balance with what was reported. It only does this for DSI loans where the variance is within tolerance. The Errors and Warnings option has two check boxes to support filtering of output. The first box, Exclude Tolerance Errors, restricts the output to non-tolerance messages. The Exclude Warning and Information Messages checkbox limits the output to messages that are causing loan level problems. The Remit message status has been expanded to provide more information on each message. Overridable messages now have a different status than non-overridable messages. The Extra Loan options 21 and Load or Modify Tape Information option 15 have been consolidated into one tab. A new field has been added called Record Type. This field describes the status of the reported data. Valid values are E for an extra loan, I for initial, this is when no data has been loaded for the pool, M means servicer data has been loaded but this loan was missing from the servicer's report, N means the data is what the servicer reported. This is the most common or normal situation. The old tape comparison option 14 has been enhanced and is now called Loan Comparison. The reported data is editable on the Loan Comparison tab. The big benefit of this new approach can be easily demonstrated with an example. Let's assume the loan was uploaded with the incorrect due date. In old SBO, you would need to go to option 15 and correct the reported due date. Then you would have to go to option 2 and recalculate the pool. Then you would go back to option 14 and see if the change fixed your problem. SBO.net simply go to the Loan Comparison tab and change the reported due date and save. You can immediately see if the change fixed your problem. The old exception option, option 3, and loan adjustment option, option 4, have been combined into one form option called Exceptions and Adjustments. It contains all of the fields that old SBO had with the exception of pending loan modification transactions. These parameters are in their own tab called Mod Transactions. These parameters were separated to make it easier to segregate loans that are in process of being modified. Only loans that are in process of being modified will appear under this option. The SBO.net remittance form makes it a lot easier to research and resolve loan level reconciliation issues. The SBO.net form supports viewing and editing multiple form options simultaneously. This is a significant improvement from jumping between multiple form options in old SBO. The new form also supports synchronizing a loan across multiple tabs. No more copying and pasting the loan number and requerying it in each tab. To synchronize a loan on multiple tabs, click the Tag checkbox in the top right corner of the tab that contains the loan or loans you want to synchronize across other tabs. Do this from the tab that is driving the main loan level query, such as looking for loans with principal variances from the Loan Comparison tab. Then click on another loan level tab, such as Exceptions and Adjustments, and check the Receive checkbox. As you scroll through loans on the Loan Comparison tab, the loans that appear on the Exceptions and Adjustment tab will refresh with the same loan. This is a powerful feature when further combined with the broadcast listening feature that helps you synchronize data across different forms. And another great feature, if you change the data on one of the tabs, SBO will recalculate that loan upon saving and instantly refresh the results on the other tabs that have been pulled out of the main form. For example, enter a curtailment on a loan with a principal variance. Save the record and instantly see the result. The curtailment now shows on the Collections tab. Also, see how the principal variance went away on the Loan Comparison tab. If you do not want the synchronization between the tabs, then simply unclick on the Receive button. Now this tab is independent of the other tabs. Remittance processing can also link to other forms, but querying of the linked form is required to see any updates. This concludes remittance processing upgrades. Feel free to log into SBO.net and explore these features on your own.